How long are you going to do this job? This is the question I received 10 years ago after I just won the top prize in NVAC, the most prestigious and reputable TV hosting contest of the country at the moment. The one that nestled many successful careers of MCs, TV hosts, celebrities, even Chen Tang, you know him, was one of them. Why are you laughing? Of course, I was overwhelmed with pride and happiness, but that only lasted for less than 24 hours until I met my uncle the day after. My uncle, let me tell you about him. Until this day, he's still one of the most successful directors, film director in the country. Beautiful family, and I look up to him and respect him so much. We went out, grabbed some dinner and beers for a celebration. And after saying, "Congratulations, dude," he casually struck me with that question and even added that my career choice might not last long based on his experience. You see the irony here? The moment you thought you found your true calling, the moment you could say, "I got it," you are immediately doubted. I was so shocked to receive that question. And to be honest, I didn't have an answer. I don't have one now because I'm still here, full of energy, plans, ideas, and full of job offers. Oh, that's so sweet. Not including this one, because they don't pay me to be here. Well, I believe that people's doubts and criticism will always cross your way in your life. And there are some occasions that you don't even have the backing from your friends and family. And that's okay. Don't worry. I believe I have the key answer, a power that we can all have to control these uncontrollables. And that is self-awareness. When you learn yourself, you could understand your needs and you could act them out. Can you comfortably say what you want for dinner instead of just saying anything when your friends ask you? Can you? For me, it's so easy. 10 out of 10 times, I'm just going to say, "I want bún chả." Because obviously, that is the best dish in the world. Do you agree with me? Do you want to have bún chả with me? Right? Now that's, at the basic level, self-awareness. It is the understanding of your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviors, and personality. It involves recognizing your strengths, your weaknesses, and limitations. You see how confident you are when you say, "I want bún chả," because at that moment you know exactly the dish that could fill your stomach and your heart. That is also confidence, because you are sure of yourself and your capabilities in a realistic and secure way. When you act in alignment with your true self, you will have confidence in your choices. That's why I think self-awareness is the foundation to confidence. My uncle's concern, let's get back to that, was just the beginning of a new norm for a public figure like me. Since then, I consistently received comments, criticism, doubts, scrutiny. And do I feel attacked? Do I feel offended? Well, yeah. Why not? Everyone does. But I don't let those things defeat me. Clearly, it is the case of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I truly believe that criticism can always help us. And I consider it a dose of vaccine, something that all of you here had 3 or 4 times for the past 2 years, right? The vaccine that I could help boost my self-awareness. A vaccine, how it works, is something that you inject yourself with to help your body create some antibodies so that it could fight against diseases for future encounters. And that is exactly how self-awareness works. I had to analyze my uncle's concern from every possible angle, and I came to a conclusion that he is just worried about me. So I made a decision to still love him, respect him, but trust myself. And after 10 years, I have no regrets. Again, I want you to remember, it is important to have a realistic sense of your capabilities so that you could filter through all the noises to get to greatness. And that is the only thing that matters. Now, let's say you have a realistic sense of your abilities. You would just mess up. Because as human beings, we all made mistakes. In the past, at times I misused my influence on social media. One time I even took it to Facebook to criticize a beauty pageant winner after watching her clip speaking a foreign language. But joke's on me. That young lady turned out to be a huge success. And on the occasions that I worked with her, I grew to admire her talent, her beauty, her hard work. It led to me feeling so small of myself for doing what I did, for joining the cyberbully that took her down. You could all relate to that. But in the end, I still had to forgive myself so I could move on. I came to accept that I made a mistake, and I don't have to stay the bad guy forever. And with self-awareness, I realized that every error and mistake is a great opportunity to learn and to grow. I even turned that story into a good joke. How I transformed myself from a careless guy to Mr. Congeniality, who only shares positive and inspiring ideas on social media. Do you agree with me that when we were young, of course, most of you are still young, we tend to look up to famous people, successful ones, and I did the same. I look at them, I want the same popularity, same TV shows, same recognition. I even enjoyed the competitions because people would say that it's hunger, it's ambition. That's not a bad thing. But if you are too deep into that, you might lose focus on the one thing that I realized many years later, that I am at my best when I stay true to myself. When you see yourself clearly, you are more confident and creative, don't you think? You are less likely to lie, to cheat, to steal. And remember, a copy cannot replace the original. I chose to be original by digging into my own experience to find the one thing that makes me unique. And I keep doing that through time. People notice that and value me for who I really am. And that is truly a gift. Because the Bao on stage and the dude off the stage is the same. I could feel comfortable hosting the biggest events in Vietnam or just enjoying a quiet evening at home, playing video games or do whatever I want. I feel very good dressed in suits and ties or just wearing the same t-shirt for 2 days under ideal weather condition. Of course, not these days, summer. all thanks to self-awareness. Now, before leaving the stage, I would want my lovely audience, especially young people in their 20s, teenagers, younger than teenagers, to answer this familiar question. It is the most frequently asked in every job interview around the world, or even in the final round of every beauty pageant. Right now, you could feel that I'm coming to something very cliche. Yeah, because it is very cliche. But don't worry. By answering this, some people got their dream jobs. Some were crowned Miss Universe, Miss World, and make a big impact on the world. Some became a master of ceremony and got a chance to stand in front of you today. And when you answer this, you might not get the same results like them, but you will find yourself. Are you ready for the question? The question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Does that sound familiar? Right? And you don't have to put pressure on yourself, because by answering this, you will start a quest to know yourself. You'll learn about who you are, your strengths, your weakness, limitations, thoughts, and emotions. Very importantly, you will see the version you want to become in the next 5, 10, or 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, young people, self-awareness is truly a mystery quest. And the most self-aware people always consider it an adventure to mastery rather than a destination. Just like the great Oscar Wilde once said, "The final mystery is oneself." Thank you.